Hi, so my name's Cassandra Beverly, and today we're going to be reviewing how to use algebra tiles. So if you look at this one, the problem we have is 8x subtract 7 equals 3x plus 13. So your first step is you're going to come down here into your little t-chart, and you're going to enter this using the line to separate each side as the equal sign. So your first one is going to be 8x subtract 7. And then your second side is the 3x plus 13. You skip these toward the middle. And then your equal sign works as the line here. All right, then you're going to bring over your algebra tiles. So if you look at these, the blue one is x squared and it is a positive. Green is a positive x, and yellow is a positive unit. However, the reds is a negative x squared, the rectangle is a negative x, and the little square is a negative unit. So we're just going to use these to show our equations. So you have 8x. So we're going to demonstrate 8x using these tiles. Let me move this to the back. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So far we have 4 x's. 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we have 8 x's. Next we have negative 7. So we're going to bring over 7 units, but they are negative. So that means we're going to grab the red ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, these are red and they are negative. So we have 8x negative 7. 8x subtract 7. All right, on our next side of the table, we have 3x plus 13. So we're going to bring over 3 positive x's. 1, 2, 3. And then we have a positive 13. So we're going to need 13 of the yellows. 1. And that's because these are positive. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, so on this side, you have 3x plus 13 units. All right, now, so to find out what x equals, we're going to start simplifying. So we know that we have negative 7. So to cancel these, we're going to add 7 to the first column. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and we know that a negative and a positive are going to cancel each other, so we can get rid of these, all of these. So we added 7. We're going to remove these. Right, and remember, we're removing them because a positive cancels a negative. Okay. All right. And then what we do to one side of the equation, we must do to the other side. So because we added 7 positive units to the left side, we're going to add 7 positive units to the right side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 units, okay? Now we still have 8x on the left equals 3x plus 20 now. So we're going to try to get rid of the x on the right side. So to do that, we're going to add 3 negative x's because they're going to cancel our positive x's out, leaving us without an x on this side. So we added 3 negative x's to this side, which cancels out the 3 positive we have. So we're going to go ahead and remove those because they do cancel each other. Well, I'm going to try. Let me move this bar up for just a minute. There we go. All right, and then we're going to do what we did to the right side to the left side. So we added 3 negative x's. So we're going to do that to this side. All right, and then this is going to cancel them. So we're going to cancel 3 because a positive and a negative cancel each other. So we should be left with 5 x's. So we have 5 x's and 20 units. So now what we're going to do is we're going to divide these into single x's. So we have 1, 1. They're now separated from the 5. Now they're by themselves. No longer connected. Right? 1, 1x, another x. So in total we have 5 x's, but we're going to separate them. All right. Now we're going to separate our units into groups with 5 rows. All right. So we've started our 5 rows. Now we're going to keep putting units into each one until we run out, dividing them equally among these. So we have 20 into 5 groups, which means we should have 4 in each. We have 3 in each. All right, so as you can see here, what we just did essentially means that this 1x here equals 4 units. Okay, so this means essentially that x equals 4. Okay? All right, here we have 4 times parentheses x subtract 1 plus 2 equals x subtract 11. So before we can begin to separate these out into the algebraic tiles, we actually need to solve using distributed property to get to the most simplest form possible. So when doing distributed property, that means we're going to take 4 times x, which gives us 4x, then 4 times 1, which gives us a negative 4 because it isn't 4 times negative 1. That subtraction there makes it a negative. All right. Then we just bring over our remaining things that we have. So we're just going to bring all this down. So plus 2 equals x subtract 11. Okay. So now we have 4x subtract 4 plus 2 equals x subtract 11. Now we're going to combine our like terms. So negative 4 plus 2, they're on the same side of the equal sign. So we're going to go ahead and combine those. So now we have 4x and then negative 4 plus 2. So we're combining our like terms. Negative 4 plus 2 is going to give us a negative 2. And we're just going to bring down the rest of this equation. Equals x subtract 11. Now we're going to take this part back and plug it in with our t-chart and use it for our algebra tiles. So now we have 4x subtract 2 equals x subtract 11. So we're going to go ahead, plug this in. Let me erase this little dot. All right. So now we have 4x subtract 2 equals x subtract 11. All right, so then we're going to begin to show this, demonstrating it. So we have 4x, which means we're going to take 4 green x's, three, 4. I'm actually going to rearrange these really quickly, just so it's easier when we're doing things. Okay. Subtract 2. So that means we have negative units. So we're going to bring down a negative 1, negative 2. All right, so now we have 4x subtract 2. We're going to go over to the right side and we have x subtract 11. So we have 1x. Then we have a negative 11 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So on the right side, we have x subtract 11. Now, we need to get one side to only have a part, so we can either do x or the numbers. So we can do plus 2, because here we have a negative 2, so we're going to add 2 positive units. And when we add 2 positive units to 2 negative units, it means they're going to cancel each other. So this positive cancels this negative. This positive cancels this negative. All right, and what we did to the left side, we're going to do to the right side. So we're going to add 2 positive units. Right, and then each of these positive units is going to cancel one of the negatives. This positive is going to cancel this negative. All right, so now on the left side, we're left with 4x. And on the right side, we're left with x subtract 9. Okay. Now, we do have x's on the left side, so we need to get rid of the x on the right side. So we're going to add negative x to our right side. This x is going to cancel the positive x. And what we do to the right side, we're also going to do to our left side. So we're going to bring over 1 negative x. This x is going to cancel the positive x, okay? So now we're left with 3x equals 9. So to figure out what x equals, we're going to split the 3 x's apart. And then we're going to divide our negative units into 3 parts to match our x's. So we're going to start with 1 in each. Now we have 2 in each. Three. All right. So as we did before, on the left side, we have our x's split into 3, and then on our right side, we split our remaining units into 3 sections. So if you look at this right here means that this x equals 3 units. So this is the same as saying x equals 3.